And this is so wonderful. Hello. So we are live once again, and I am so happy to be together in this space of creation, of calmness. And today's theme is going to be completely focused on our relationships and how can we improve our relationships. Because of course, when we have wonderful relationships, we feel so happy and we feel so much love and we are so creative. But guess what? It is in the opposite way. It is because we are in love and we feel so happy and we are generating more and more of that we then have beautiful relationships. And I would like to talk a little bit more about this. So, well, just for you to know, this session is going to have three different moments. So in the first part, I'm going to share some ideas with you about mindfulness and related to relationships. And then in the second part, we are going to have the experience of a guided meditation amplified with the sound of these beautiful gongs, ancestral instruments, powerful frequencies that you are going to feel in your body, you're going to feel in your emotions, and all about yourself. It's really wonderful. Lots of people feel how they heal because extraordinary changes happen with this kind of sound, the sound of gongs, and you can always research more and learn more because this is a complete science and it is so interesting. But today I would like to share with you the idea about relationships and to reflect upon in general when we are vibrating like in pain, in anguish, in fear, suffering, and so on and so forth, is because we are like more connected to the programming of our mind, the unconscious mind. 95% of the time, our life is being run by the unconscious mind. And that is very simple to understand. It is because whenever I begin to think, my mind and my attention goes to that part of my mind. When I stop thinking because I'm just flowing and I am creating art, then I am completely aware of what is happening there. So sometimes when we feel like struggling in life and life is like so difficult and all of a sudden, boom, I fall in love. Oh my God, my complete life changes in that moment. And this is something beautiful that Dr. Bruce Lipton explains to us in such a clear way. And he calls this effect the honeymoon effect. And he says, and it is so true, that when we fall in love is when we are more mindful than ever. To be in love is to live in complete mindfulness. Why? Because if you remember Jon Kabat-Zinn, basic or fundamental attitudes to cultivate mindfulness, is all about that. It's all about acceptance, non-judging, non-striving, patience, trust, beginner's mind, letting flow, letting be, gratitude, generosity, and then curiosity and humor, because then they added more attitudes. All those we have when we fall in love. And that's a reason why in one day our complete universe changes. And all of a sudden you begin to see everything so beautiful and everything is just like you can see possibilities everywhere and you become so creative. And there's no like resistance. You accept everything. And you are so intrigued and so curious. You want to know everything. That's a reason why you don't lose any second like by going to your fears or to your mind. Not at all. You want to be fully like paying attention in that present moment and knowing everything and accepting everything and being so creative. And that is so beautiful. And you know, that is just thinking on a romantic relationship, a relationship with that one person that all of a sudden you find in life. And there are also a lot of studies that allow us to understand why this chemistry happens. Because there's immunological and genetic compatibility, complementarity. So that is the perfect chemistry. So your body is sensing and your complete being is sensing that there is absolute harmony between that being and yourself. And it is because that energy of harmony of resonance that you allow yourself to completely open your heart for the first time. So you fully open your heart and yourself and your creativity, and you give yourself. But that can happen not just with that one person that you find in your life, but that can happen constantly, any moment, all the time. If you really choose what you love to be doing, if you really choose whatever you choose to do, to be so resonant with yourself, then you're gonna fall in love with that. And the exact same situation is going to happen constantly. You're gonna feel, that's the reason why, for example, people that choose their what they really love, and they made of that their vocation and their profession and their job, they are so successful because they are super creative and they see all the possibilities, and there's nothing that they would feel like a limitation, not at all, because there is all this harmony and resonance that can happen with your vocation, with your profession, with your pet, with the people that you are in contact every day, with that one person that you choose once. And you never get bored, because then, for example, if I found this person in my life, then I can continue, and we together can continue growing and creating different stages in our lives. We can continue renewing that relationship as if it was the first time when we encountered each other, by learning a new language, playing music together, planning a trip, just exposing yourself to different things in life, just to continue to be creative. So sometimes we have this belief that when I find that other person, he or she is going to bring all the happiness to my life. But guess what? It is exactly in the opposite way. Happiness is a result of me falling in love with what I am and what I do. So then I generate all this happiness because I feel so resonant with who I am and what I am doing. And then that happiness, I can share it with my loved one, with my beloved one, and with my family. And but because we believe that that person is the one who needs to do this and stop doing that and then change this, and I put so many expectations on that person to give solution to my happiness, and that is never going to happen. So that's the reason why there are so many like difficult moments and so much frustration, like constant frustration. So my recommendation would be that yes, when we think about improving our relationships, the very first one is within myself, with myself. To really know who I am and to fall in love with that, to accept completely myself exactly the way I am in that moment. And then, because I am able to love myself, I can love the other ones. It's just to have the experience of love that then I can share and extend with the others. Because the feeling of love is this connection. And of course, the very initial one, when we are born, is our mother. And then we learn, we understand, and we feel that connection. And that is the connection that then we can share with others. So yes, first of all, pay attention on how is your relationship with yourself. How are you treating yourself? How do you speak to yourself? What is that inner dialogue telling you constantly? And to begin with that, just shifting and changing all that negativity that is coming from the programming, not from yourself, but from the program. And then pay attention on what am I doing and what am I expecting from the others. So more than expecting for them to give solution to my happiness, to appreciate them. To appreciate them for what they are and for what they are not, for what they do, and their own and unique process, because at the end, happiness and love is a personal decision. I cannot make somebody else to do something that I want for him or for her to do. It is just each person that is going to take its own like path, and then we can share that path in joy and in harmony. So one other thing that I would like to comment to you is communication. communication, because at the end, each one of us is carrying like so much information, so much information. So whatever is important for me, it might not be for the other person. For example, in my case, my husband and me, we're not sharing same culture, so we have different cultures. So probably in his culture, whatever is so important and like has a real priority, perhaps in my culture not so much. And the same back and forth. So it's all about communicating with so much honesty, with so much respect. And next session I'm going to talk about the art of communication, because it is so important to really create a bridge instead of being attacking each other constantly, but to really create a bridge to understand what is going on, to understand why are you feeling life the way that you feel it, and it is so different to me. So communication, and the other element is agreements. Always to create agreements, because with agreements we can build a relationship. Yes, that is so important. And always when you are doing agreements, talk in first person. I think, I feel, my perspective is this, because in my background, the idea about women is this, and the idea about men is this other way, and so on and so forth, but always like taking responsibility of what you are going to express, because when you are expressing, that is meant to create communication. When I am pointing out what you did and what you didn't do and so on, that is more like attacking versus expressing my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions. So yes, just like paying attention in these very simple things. First of all, to understand that a loving relationship is a result of me feeling that love and falling in love with life, falling in love with myself and my mission, what I want to do, what I want to share, and then I can share that love. Secondly, just to appreciate the other person, and with lots of respect and really good listening, to create these bridges of communication, to create agreements. And that way, life is going to become like so rich, because at the very beginning I only have my own perspective. Then when I combine it with somebody else's perspective, it's so beautiful. It's like living two lives at the same time, and so rich the experience. It's a complete like excursion. So yes, those would be my recommendations for you to reflect upon the ideas based on mindfulness and the fundamental attitudes to really live life with awareness and with love. So now let's go to the meditation. And the meditation, the intention of this meditation is, first of all, for us to let go of all that pain. It is very important to let go. And how can I let go of all that pain? By forgiving. Because the opposite of love is fear. If I experienced some trauma when I was a little child, then we have the tendency to carry that fear within ourselves. And then because there is fear, we build walls. And all of a sudden you realize that you are the only one who is trapped in those walls, because those walls are not allowing you to express yourself and to be yourself and to feel free to be yourself, but on the contrary, you're just trying not to feel because you are fearful. And it is well proven with studies of all kinds of studies, that love creates health. Love is a vital energy. Fear is exactly the opposite. Fear creates disease. So when we are vibrating in fear, what we generate, the main neurotransmitter is cortisol. And cortisol is basically the foundation for all kinds of diseases. So life gets shorter and you are all like in disease. Versus when you are in love and when you fall in love with life constantly and with yourself and with the others and with your projects, then that sense of aliveness is completely real. Because literally you are generating dopamines, endorphins, nitric oxide, and all those chemicals in the brain that then they are in your blood. That is the chemistry that is surrounding your cell, surrounding your genes. So if there was a negative tendency in your genes, then that shifts. So you are like healthier than ever. And that's the reason why when you see somebody that is in love, the eyes glow different and everything looks so beautiful and so healthy, because your immune system is better than ever, and everything about your systems is just like so good. So now we got the recipe, and now we just need to let go of those fears, let go of resentments, just let it go, let them go. And we're going to use the meditation for that purpose. And then at the same time, we are going to experience like opening the heart for you to receive new energy. And then with open heart to really free yourself and be yourself and create and live a happy life and improve your relationships with everyone. Why? Because you're allowing yourself to be. So if you are ready and if you would like to experience the meditation, I invite you just to use your headphones if you want. Use your headphones. Let them know in your house that you're about to do a meditation, so preferably not to distract you. Or you can invite them to join you in the experience, for you to know that in this guided meditation, in the very first part, I am going to give you some suggestions for you to relax your body. And just by relaxing your body and making deeper your breathing, your breath, you are going to begin to create different brain waves, theta brain waves, which is the ideal brain waves for you to create a change, a deep and sustained change in your life. So we're going to focus on that, on freeing yourself from pain and negativity, and to open to the most beautiful energy in life, which is love. Are you ready? Okay, so let's do. And I'm going to turn off the light. And all what you need to do is to close your eyes. To close your eyes, to allow yourself to completely relax, to flow with the sound. If you feel, or if your mind is so active and there are a lot of thoughts going on, just observe them as if they were clouds. Observe your thoughts and don't engage with them. Just let them go. This is gonna be a very different experience for you, so try it. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be so beneficial for your body, for your mind, for your emotions, and for your own story. So close your eyes and take a deep breath and allow yourself to completely relax. Just listen to the sound. This sound is very different than music. It's just a unique sound, a relaxing sound. Allow yourself to experience something different and deeply peaceful. Just focus on the sensations in your body. Imagine for a moment that nothing exists outside, just within. Imagine for a moment that there's no time. This is a space with no time. Relax your feet and take another deep breath. Try to inhale in 4 seconds and then exhale in 6, perhaps 5. Just try to make it longer and deeper. Relax your legs, your hips, your abdomen. relax your shoulders. Begin to let go by visualizing that you are releasing all that weight that you were carrying with yourself for so many years. And now just relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and your hands, each finger. Breathe in and relax your neck, your face, your eyelids. Relax your forehead, knowing and feeling that all is well. Life is wise, and you are part of it, so you can trust in life and its perfect sequence. Breathe in and expand your chest. Visualize and imagine numbers as different levels of relaxation. From number 5 you go down to number 4 and you feel more and more relaxed. And then you go down to number 3 and you release any concern that may be in your mind, any thought, just let it go. Let it go. Breathe in. And you go down to level 2. You visualize this wave of relaxing energy flowing through your body softly, like a soft caress, warm energy of love. And then you go down to level 1 and you are there in the silence within, in the peace of the depths. Visualize yourself walking in a beautiful place in nature, so beautiful. And you are living with all your senses, every sensation. So you observe and you see all the colors and things surrounding you, all that beauty, textures. You may be able to feel a very pleasant temperature in your skin as you go on, and to perceive different aromas here and there, soft and sweet aromas of nature. You realize that further ahead there is this light, and the closer you get, you can see that that is a temple, a white temple, beautiful architecture, and you decide to come inside. And you see that there is a circle in the center part of that room, of that temple. There is a circle on the floor, and you know that that is a healing vortex. and you decide to walk into the circle, and you begin to feel this healing energy and how every cell of your being is in complete alignment with the universe, and you can feel it, and it is so pleasant. You realize at the same time that there is a spiritual being in that place, perhaps a masculine figure or a feminine figure or an angelic one, who approaches you and without words asks you if you want to let go, if you want to release your pain or resentment, if you want to forgive, if you want to heal, and you say yes. So the spiritual being puts his hands on your shoulders and begins to transfer its divine energy, energy of love. So you begin to feel that energy within your body and how it begins to surround your heart. And you can feel how that energy is healing your heart. Different parts of your heart. Some open wounds, some others smaller wounds. One by one, this loving energy is healing your heart completely and deeply. The spiritual being asks you to visualize this crystal ball in front of you. And to visualize inside of that ball that person or people that you need to forgive. And you do so. It asks you to direct your hands towards it and to begin to send your forgiveness. And you do so. As you are directing this energy, you begin to feel yourself lighter and lighter. And at the same time, you begin to observe that transformation happening in that crystal ball. You continue to forgive, to let go, to forgive, and to let go. And that ball begins to vanish. Once it's gone, then you begin to feel more and more that energy of love in your heart and how it begins to expand even beyond your body, creating a field of beautiful energy surrounding you. So now you feel that love within yourself and all around you, and you feel it more and more. You are that love. You are that energy of joy, love, harmony. And you continue to expand it more and more as you flow with the sound. The spiritual being finishes to pass you the healing energy and tells you that whenever you feel, you can meet again in this same place, in this circle. And it begins to walk away. You stay there, integrating what you just received, and a complete story begins. You close your eyes, and with all that love surrounding you, you begin to visualize yourself exactly the way you are, your true self, unique and beautiful. And you continue to flow and to create and to expand all that love as you flow with the sound of the gongs. if you want, you can continue with your eyes closed and allow yourself to gently and slowly come back to this moment, to a new life, to a healthy body, to a new life. Take a deep breath, expand your chest, and feel how you are receiving it all. You are breathing life. And whenever you breathe in and you expand your chest, allow yourself to feel that love within. That is your nature. So no protection, but just love. Just focus on that and feel it more and more with every new opportunity. Just feel it and retrain your body to feel it more and more, to fall in love with life, with every single moment, to see yourself with so much love, compassion, joy, gratitude. So take another deep breath in and just begin to move your fingers and your toes. If you feel like just stretch your arms and stretch your legs as when you wake up in the morning. Welcoming yourself in the most loving way. That is your first mission. That is your first relationship, is within yourself. And once you feel it, then you connect with the rest of the world. And you see all the possibilities and wonders that life is and that life has for you. So let me turn on the light. How are you? How do you feel? Whenever you allow yourself to do a meditation or to relax your body or to feel that love and to feel the gratitude and joy, be so aware, pay a lot of attention. What is happening in your body? How does it feel? And become more and more familiar. Remember that a lot of this work and the constant of these practices, the more constant that you are, the better you are going to reprogram that part of our mind. That is very important to do, because then that program is going to support you in all what you choose and what you want to do and to create. Remember that falling is love. Sometimes people say like, oh, she fell in love or he fell in love. Now it's like a spell, no? Like if he or she was under a spell. Well, it is exactly in the opposite way. We are like in the spell when we are being run by the unconscious and by the program. When we fall in love is we wake up and all of a sudden we can clearly see all the possibilities in life. All that beautiful potential. No fear, just love. When you feel love, there is no fear. When you feel love, there is not entrapment. You don't need to protect yourself. And that idea of protecting yourself by creating walls is the wrong one. And we all tend to do that because that is the way we were trained. That is the way we feel. We need to be so careful with ourselves. No. Just feel. Allow yourself to feel and to discover more and more what is that which you would love to be doing, and find the little things that you really resonate with and do them more and more and more and fall in love with that. And then you will discover incredible things. So this was the practice for today. This was the experience for you today. I hope you were able to do it and to enjoy it so much as I do always, all the time. If you didn't have the opportunity to do that, to follow that complete meditation, you can do it in some other moment. And also for you to know, there is a complete channel for you This channel has these kind of experiences with the sound, the guided meditations, but there are some others like tutorials on mindfulness, visualizations in nature. So at the end, there is like a repertoire for you to pick or to select different experiences every day. And yes, just for us to practice, to retrain ourselves. Remember that the body is always expressing the unconscious. That's why sometimes we develop so many symptoms. It's just the unconscious talking and letting go of all those fears. Okay, so let's use the body. Let's use the body just to free ourselves and to begin to feel that love that we are and that we have the capacity to connect with all the time. So, well, I want to thank you all. Friends, beloved friends, and people, whoever is for the first time joining this experience. Well, if you enjoyed it, if you feel like this is beneficial for you, then invite your friends, please do, your family. Let them know that there are these options. And there are so many options in life, but these are very good ones. I really enjoy sharing this with you. And let me tell you this, that anything that I share with you is really, it has a foundation. It has a good foundation. It is all based on studies and scientific studies and mindfulness, psychology. So all these techniques are good ones for you to use, to experience, and to change whatever you need to change in your life, because it is our right to live a really happy life. So I am Gaby de la Mora, and please, if you feel like interested in knowing more, visit also my website, which is gabydelamora.com. The channel that I was telling you about is gabydelamora.vhx.tv. So just for you to explore and to know of more options. Any suggestion, any comment, please let me know. I'm always I have always open channels. The email here, the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So whatever the route is, please give me your feedback, share with me your ideas, and I am going to share with you all my love and the best of the tools that I know and that I have been working with in my job, which I, by the way, love so much to do as a psychotherapist, as a life coach, and as a sound practitioner. It's so wonderful to know that in this virtual community there are so wonderful sound practitioners. It's a privilege. It's something wonderful that if you are intrigued or interested, you should know or research about sound. It's a wonderful tool, an essential element that allows us to feel that connection with our essential being. So, okay, I'm going to finish with this transmission and then I will try and read your messages. But before that, my deep, deep gratitude to you all.